what's your emergency?
Hi guys, so today we're going to be discussing one of the most prolific serial killers in U.S. history, Samuel Little. Samuel was born on June 7, 1940 in Reynolds, Georgia. According to him, his mother was a prostitute. They did not have a relationship, but instead he was raised by his grandmother in Lorain, Ohio, and he didn't really get to reconnect with his mother until he was in his 20s. Throughout much of his childhood, he was really troublesome. He struggled with discipline and achievement. He was always getting into trouble. He had become a thief pretty early on, and this is a pattern that continued into the later part of his life. So in the 1960s, he goes to Florida to reconnect with his mother. And while in Florida, he would be arrested for a slew of things such as DUI, fraud, shoplifting, solicitation, aggravated assault, and various sex crimes against women. By the time that he was 35, he had been arrested 26 times in 11 states. There is no clear consensus when he started murdering, but he traveled from state to state. He would solicit women who were drug users, who he thought no one would miss. He would take them out to desolate areas and strangle them. In 1982, he was arrested for sex crimes against a 22-year-old. However, due to some mistrust of witness testimonies, he was later acquitted in 1984. As soon as he was a free man, he moved to California, where he would subsequently be arrested for 2 other crimes against 2 separate women, and he would serve 2.5 years in prison. Once he was released in 1987, he moved to Los Angeles and murdered at least 10 more people. He fell under the radar. He said in an interview that he started to believe that the police were not even looking for him. They weren't even searching for the women that he had murdered. He just really felt invincible. However, in 2012, he was arrested on narcotics charges, and he was able to be linked through DNA evidence to 3 Los Angeles murders. This is when he started to confess to his crimes. He gave very detailed accounts of what happened to those victims. He was even able to draw pictures of them. He remembered their names, their weight, even their height, their hair color, their eye color. He was able to give very vivid descriptions. According to Little, he has murdered over 90 people, but they were only able to verify 50. However, the FBI deems him extremely reliable because one of the sketches that he drew was able to exonerate another man. On September 25, 2014, Samuel Little was found guilty of murder and sentenced to life in prison, but on December 30, 2020, he would die at age 80 from natural causes.